So in this video we will be talking about pets at home and how to keep the house clean, because that's a big challenge for me, and especially as we have quite bright floors, the food is everywhere, and to keep the house clean I probably need to hoover it every single day, which is just too much time for me, and I can't just handle that anymore. So we looked for a solution, how we can make the life easier. And we found one, which is inside in this box. So this box comes from a Roborock, and in this video we'll be looking what's inside and how that will help to keep my house clean. So inside in this box we have a robot hoover kind of cleaner, which can hoover and mop the floor, and that's very important because I have hard floors everywhere. And specifically this one is a Roborock S5 Max. It comes in two colors, so white or black. Of course deep black is the color we went with. And yeah, let's just open the box and see what actually we have inside. So inside in a box we will find the pod, which we can use probably for docking station to keep the floor clean underneath. And yeah, then we have some user manual. Then we have app connection to network guide. Then we have a power cable. Then we have our mop attachment. So as I said already, this can mop the floor as well. There we will find our docking station, aka charging station. Which is simple small thing, so that's where it's going over when it's parking itself and charging from this station. And there on the side we can plug in the power cable and the robot itself. So this is how it looks from the bottom. As you can see, we have main brush and then the side brush, which is kind of rubbery thing and should last much longer than other brushes on the market. Two wheels, quite rubbery as well. And the water tank in the back. So what's good about this one? It's actually one of the best on the market, especially in this price tag, because it has the mopping system. If in cheaper models you have kind of mop as well, which is basically the size as this mop attachment here, where you put the water in. The tank is quite small, and it's actually the water is actually dripping by itself. But in this case, this Roborock model, it has electrical kind of control of how much water it's actually passing on the floor, so you can control that. And it shouldn't be leaking water when it's actually parked and charging, because that's what's happening with cheaper models when I was researching how the robots are kind of working and what's good, what's bad. So in front here we will find the soft touch kind of bumper, which is this part here is basically the front. So it's going forward, and if there is something in the front, with this soft touch it will basically understand that there is some obstacle in front of it, and it will simply stop and go back or turn. And yeah, there is no rubbers anything, it's just plastic, but it should work. It's quite soft touch, so it shouldn't be damaging any furniture. Then in the front as well we have some sort of cameras, which is fixing something as well. Then on the top we will find the laser rudder, which is measuring out all the room and all the obstacles it can find. So this option is good because it's probably the most accurate currently in the market. And this one has a bottom on the top as well. So let's say if you have some furniture where it's going underneath, and it will be a bit higher than it can actually pass. If it will press down this sensor, it will understand that there is some obstacle and it will just go back or turn around. So on the top here we will find just two buttons, which is on-off button and the home button. What they are actually doing and that stuff, I will probably review it a bit later, but for now that's what it is. And then at the back we have our water tank, which we can easily remove. As you can see, it's quite big. All the data, how much water it's actually getting in and all that stuff you can find yourself, or I will probably put any link down below in the description so you can go and check out all the specs and everything yourself. So yeah, that's basically it. There on the top we have lid as well, which opens quite easy. And there is our waste tank, so that's separate from the water tank. And it's not very huge, but it should be big enough to kind of last for at least one full cleaning, or even probably more, depends as well how dirty your room is. And on the back here is filter, which as far as I understand is easy removable and washable as well. So tank is all plastic and can be washed as well if you need. And yeah, that's how it kind of looks inside. It just simply slides inside. There we will find a brush which we can use to clean our rollers underneath, and the knife, which is very easy if you have something wrapped around, so you can cut the hair and stuff like that. So that's very nice thing here, and you're not gonna lose it because it's always sitting here in the robot itself. And then I see from here we have a Wi-Fi reset button here, so that's what's underneath this lid. And that's basically it about this robot. It will talk as well. I will need to download the app because this is quite smart robot. I can control everything from my app, so I don't need to touch it. And yeah, so let's see how it's actually working. So it's been a couple days later now, and the guy is charging here now. Just finished the mopping. I'm not gonna leave any reviews yet, just because it's just a couple days. There is still tons of like adjustment settings and stuff to do with it. And yeah, I will just let you know what's kind of happening now. And then probably after a month or two, I will come back and kind of give much more detailed review about the robot, how it actually plays up and if I'm happy with it. So now, as you can see, I just finished the mopping. So there is the mopping pod itself. This bit is coming off if you need to wash it. And this is the water tank itself. I took it now off and left it open so it dries out. Once that's gonna be done, I will put back. But yeah, so from the cleaning experience, the house is much cleaner now. That's definitely for sure. Today, what they recommend you to clean it at least up to 3 times just hovering. And then once that is done, of course I didn't do this in one day. I was cleaning one day, then another and another. And today was the day I first time mopped this floor, and I did it twice. And let me show you how does it look. So as you can see, it is mopped twice, and all those 2 times as well. Basically the hoover is working. You can adjust the amount of suction and stuff like that, and the amount of water. I was using the maximum water at this point, and that's maybe as well the issue a little bit. This floor is not easy to clean, that's for sure, because even with a regular kind of mopping, it still always looks a bit dirty. So that is why I will keep cleaning the house at least for a month or two, and that's gonna give me the more kind of clearness if it's gonna still be doing those stripes or no, because this floor is quite dirty and it's not that easy to clean it up. So I will show you some screenshots as well from the app, so you can see how it's kind of doing the pattern, how it's doing. So basically, when you start doing something, it's just going up the perimeter itself, and then it's going in the lines, and it's basically not coming back to the place where it was already, but it's definitely not gonna leave the place unclean. So even if it's missing some spots somewhere, just because of the configuration of your furniture and room, it will always come back and finish cleaning that area as well. So, and when it's coming to rooms as well, of course, it's doing kind of in the sections. It's doing one room, then another. In the first time when you're putting it to the work, it doesn't see the map. So what you need to do is probably you need to clean up all the furniture, make everything as clean as possible so it can draftly make that map of your kind of apartment or house, whatever it is, so it knows the walls and stuff like that. The laser actually is catching outside from the doors as well. As you can see, it's kind of low to the floor. Of course, it's not going out. And once your map is done, you have actually so much more configurations what you can do, because when it drew the map, it made kind of only 2, I think, different sections for this first floor. But what you can do, you can actually edit that map later and just draw the sections, separate the rooms, separate areas. You can even split one room in half if you want to clean only one half of the room. So all that you can do in the app. And yeah, if you want to find out what else you can do, if you will look around in different YouTube videos where people are reviewing them, you will find a lot more information. But initially, yeah, I'm quite happy with this Roborock S5 Max robot, because it's really helping and doing the job quite good. So yeah. So that's it for now. Next time when I will be coming back with this robot vacuum kind of cleaning stuff, There will be a bit more, just because this guy here works downstairs, but let me show you what's happening upstairs. So this guy is working upstairs. This is iRobot Roomba 895, and yeah, I will give you some review about this one as well, and we will compare with the Roborock robot. And of course, when it's coming to stairs, there is no robots yet, so that job stays for me. So that's it for today. In the next upcoming videos, I will be talking about the residency, because I just got it done in Portugal, and now I'm working on my driving license exchange, because yeah, I have some limitation which is pushing me to do that, and all the related to that stuff as well, the medical test and other things related to that will be coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, as always, leave the comments down below. If you want to check out this guy here, I will leave the link down below in the description as well, so you can find it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.